This is it. This is it.
Alright, so some of you already know the story behind this video, but I'm going to explain it just in case you don't. Back in October, some idiot went on YouTube community posts and said, if 50,000 people subscribe to this channel, we organise a mass ascent of the highest mountain in the Dutch province of Flevoland. And now that exact same idiot is on his way to the Netherlands. And I brought my mate Dave. So why are we going climbing there instead of somewhere like, I don't know, Mount Everest? Well, the survival rate on Everest is about 97%, and for a Himalayan mountain, that's pretty good. But for a YouTube meetup, it's catastrophic. So I'm playing it safe. Almost all of Flevoland is below sea level. In fact, it used to be under the sea until the Dutch did their thing and drained the water away. But there are a few places that beat the 0-meter barrier. Places that used to be islands when the sea was still there. We're aiming for the biggest of them all, the mighty 7-meter peak on the beautifully named former island of Urk. But first of all, we've got another challenge.
Push cabin car down, turn lights on. You what?
You can do this. I suspect it means when it's in there, push it in a sort of downwards direction. There you go.
Whee. Right, what's on telly?
This is sick!
How nice is this?
Got 2 beds, and a sofa, and a telly, and a mirror. That's a bargain, isn't it?
That's a piece of class.
So this is the story of what may well be the first ever mountain expedition to Flevoland. One of the ultimate dreams for a climber is to climb a mountain that no one has ever climbed before. And what we want to do here is climb a mountain that no one has ever called a mountain before, which is nearly the same thing. Contains a lot of the same words anyway.
What is it you like about the Netherlands?
I've forgotten. Oh, no, I like cheese.
Yes.
I like cycling.
Yeah.
I like psychedelic.
And go. Action. Welcome to the Netherlands.
Thank you very much. What was that about?
What was what about? That was passport controlled. It seems to work. Do you want to go on the left-hand side?
It used to be over there.
The station here has been rebuilt in the last few years to transform it from a normal Dutch railway station into an extension of the Rotterdam Metro. I'm guessing part of the idea behind the switch was to boost tourism into Rotterdam. Today, unfortunately, we're pretty much the Rotterdam Tourist Board's worst nightmare, because we're going to do what every other British tourist does and head straight up to Amsterdam instead, where we need to drop our bags, pick up a hire car, and go to Urk. While we're here, there's just about time to go and see some sights, and when I say sights, I of course mean we're going to go and see the house with the world's narrowest facade.
Hello! You find me in Amsterdam, home of waffles and
Canals and cycles and stuff.
and drug abuse.
Right.
But I'm not doing any of that.
Oh, so close.
What is it? But we're not here for any of that.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, is it? The house was built like that after the city brought in a tax based on how wide the front of your house was. It actually widens to 5 metres further back, so it's basically a piece of 17th century tax evasion. and there are some more strange houses round the corner. At first glance, the street numbers on Westerstraat seem to jump straight from 54 to 70, but if you look closely, you'll find the missing houses in the gap between them. Anyway, this is all very interesting, but let's face it, that mountain is not going to climb itself. So now it's about time we pick up our hire car and drive to Flevoland. Flevoland lies just northeast of Amsterdam, so it's not long before we've crossed the border and we're getting our first taste of the extreme terrain. But before we get to Urk, we're taking a little diversion to go and see a genuine Dutch dike, because Dave's never been on one before. And as we approach it, you can see how low down we've been. The green wall on the right is the flood defences that are protecting us from the water as we climb up from below sea level.
Right, I think we're about to go onto it.
Epic.
Dave's first dike.
Wow, there's a man having a over there. It's a
That's what you want,
of a
isn't it?
man having a
Oh yeah, there actually is.
There actually is. Oh, this is the best dike I've ever seen in my life.
This is the Houtrib dike, which was built after the Afsluit dike and is a little bit shorter, but still 27 kilometres long.
But I reckon we go along a bit of this to give you the experience
Wow.
of a genuine Dutch dike.
Wow.
In many ways, this is actually better than the Afsluit dike because you can see both sides here.
Yeah.
Right, let's stop.
And a cafe.
Stop for a pee and a cafe.
In 12 kilometres.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Bit disappointing.
There we go. Picnic break at the dike.
We've stopped at the halfway point, where there's an emergency harbour in case you need shelter in a storm, and a car park in case you're a man called Dave who wants to stop and eat a sandwich.
Prost.
Very peaceful, isn't it?
Right, picnic done, and now we're heading straight to Urk, and this is when it starts to feel real. This is the first time I've ever organised anything like this, and as you can probably tell, I've spent a lot of time reading articles and watching videos about how to organise a YouTube meetup. And then I've completely ignored everything they said and done this instead. I've told anyone who wants to take on the challenge to meet me at 3 PM by the lighthouse in Urk. From there we will attempt to ascend the 7-metre mountain via the southern face, and we hope to reach the summit by sunset. And by summit, I mean the bit of road next to the church. The bridge we're crossing here is the Ketelbrug, which clears the river below it by 13 metres, and fans of pedantry have probably already spotted that 13 metres is higher than 7. So there are places in Flevoland higher than Urk, and even some land, including the embankments at each end of the bridge, and a man-made hill in the Cirkelbos near Almere. But that's the thing, all of those are man-made. We want to climb the highest natural mountain in Flevoland, and for that, there is nowhere higher than Urk. So Urk it is. And this is Urk. I wonder if anyone's actually made it.
I don't know if everyone can hear me, but just wanted to say thank you everyone for coming. I know I've said that to everyone already, but thank you. This is both amazing and ridiculous. And I reckon we should go and climb a mountain, right?
Oh yeah!
Some of us, we need to be prepared, may not make it. But for those who do, immortality of me. Should we do this? Yeah!
This is it.
I think we're actually starting to go down.
Grote moment. Wow. Oh wow. Hang on, sorry, but this is traditional Urka clothing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What's your name?
Martin.
Martin, nice to meet you.
Yeah. You are they told us there's coming a guy to the village who is climbing the highest mountain of
Yeah. I haven't just said I'm going to climb
and
it.
you can start
We have climbed it.
you can start climbing.
We've done it. This is it.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much. So, congratulations everyone who made it. I reckon we should go.
So yes, we did it. We conquered the highest mountain in Flevoland, and it just remains for me to say thank you to everyone who helped make this video. To our drone pilots, Jos and Matthijs, to Martin from Urk for his warm welcome, to Dave for doing all of that on about 4 hours sleep, to all the heroic mountaineers who joined the expedition, and of course, to all of you for watching and subscribing and making this completely ridiculous adventure possible in the first place. Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2020.
You guys are great actors, right? You can do this. Just retake the scene that we did there, and 3, 2, 1, action.
He's just climbing himself on slippers.
That is very impressive.
Yeah.
Except that the first time you said, have you seen what he's wearing? And then we panned to the slippers and you go, slippers!
There goes your Oscar.